Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about Barney B. Honey because she's making headlines. And this time around, she's making headlines for specifically saying that, her kitty cat needs attention. Yes, honey, it's in the media. I came across a few tabloids who have done articles on this. Now, you guys know, as I've always said, there are things that Barney does that a dark-skinned girl cannot do and get away with it. We know that Cardi B, she has had two babies under 2 years, right? And one is for her husband, one is for her boyfriend. Well, actually, one is for her baby daddy because now she has a boyfriend, right? She has moved on from Stefondiggs because Stefondiggs did not want to be controlled, and Barney is just sick and tired of being sick and tired. He left her in the trenches on Christmas Day, and she was so heartbroken and shattered that she tweeted and posted, "The ghetto is always finding her," and the internet was like, "No, girl, it is you who is ghetto," right? And even though she told us that the ghetto is always finding her, and even though we heard that the man abandoned her for 3 days after she gave birth, she wants us to believe that ninjas are always crashing out over her. Ninjas wants to self-delete, but at the same time, you're talking about men who are narcissistic just like you. Because if the guy left you in the trenches, why would he want to delete himself for you? It's all mind games. So Barney thinks she's a game, but she's gonna realize that these men got more games than her. Now that she's with Maduka Okoye, she's moved on. She didn't take any time to rest. She didn't take any time to heal. And many people may argue and say, what is she healing from? And that is true. But sometimes as women, you cannot do the same things that men do and still be a lady. But for, white women and women like Cardi B, they can do that ish and get away with it. But Cardi B needs to rest her kitty cat. She needs to give it a rest. Let it heal. So many babies back to back. So many different men back to back. Lord God, it's a highway traffic at this point. But in the article, they go over, they spoke about Cardi B and Stefondiggs, different paternity, her and Offset, and now the rumored boyfriend. And because the internet has been talking about her and her rumored boyfriend, Maduka Okoye, she's saying that the kitty cat needs to be taken care of too. So, that is her saying yes, she's with the guy, they are together, and they are an item. No, you guys remember, I told you guys, immediately after Cardi B has been seeing this guy while she was seeing Stefondiggs. I'm gonna tell you guys that, right? Let me put allegedly there. I don't even feel like I want to put allegedly there. I don't feel like I want to put allegedly there. But she was seeing this guy when she was seeing Stefondiggs. Cardi B was seeing this guy before she got pregnant for Stefondiggs. Yep. She knew a long time ago that Stefondiggs was a womanizer and that he never meant her any well. But Cardi B only stayed to get under the baby mama's skin. But Christopher Blake got under her skin. Christopher Blake sent her ass packing. That is so funny though. If you really think about it, Cardi B has been giving women hell. Like, if the baby mama and the baby daddy, they might be separated and still have some sentimental attachments and they're getting, occasionally back together. Cardi B loves those relationships where the baby mama still feels attached to the baby daddy She loves to ruffle feathers, and she loves to be the chosen one. She loves to say to other women, he chose me over you. I'm his preferred choice. And Cardi B will finance the entire relationship, spoil that man with expensive gifts, just for that man to keep disrespecting that woman, without realizing that it will be her turn next. And then when it's her turn, she cries and she plays innocent Abby, but she never remembered when she was creating havoc on another woman. And when the man starts creating havoc on her, she gets mad. She, wants to get revenge, and she wants to ruin that man's entire existence. So now that she's coming out to say that her kitty cat needs attention, just give her 3 months. 3 months, she's gonna start giving us hints into how bad this relationship is. You know what's gonna happen to Cardi B? Cardi B is gonna have 9 kids by 6 different baby daddies. Mark my word, 9 kids, 6 different baby daddy. Within the next 3 to 6 months, she's going to be pregnant for this guy, because that's what she loves. If the guy has a baby mama and the baby mama has a child for the guy, she loves to ruin that child and the mother. You might think that Cardi B is not ruining the kids when she goes into these men's lives, but she ruined the kids too. And you guys may not even see it or look at it that way. But what she does is, if she's not getting along with the guy, she doesn't stick to what the disagreement is about. She goes after his career, and she tries to attack his every ounce of foundation, just like what she did to Offset and stefondiggs. She knew that that man was under scrutiny. He was under watch by the NFL, but she was out there creating a public spectacle of the guy. And she never cared about how her behavior and what she said and how she spoke to him publicly would make him look. She never cared about those things. And I believe that we all can see that when it comes to these guys in the NFL, we rarely see them and their baby mama in the public having public beef like that while they're still actively connected to the NFL, right? Cardi B has created history on so many different levels, both good and bad. So when she came out and she was going after stefondiggs, right? The way she was going after stefondiggs, she didn't care at the time how it would affect the kids. She knows that those things feeds her kids, but she didn't care about how much she was taking away from Diggs, because it was just all about her feelings, right? And then now she's with this dude, Maduka Okoye. Maduka Okoye's baby mama has been crashing out, and she's like, I've been going through this since I was 20. So the moment she was 20 years old, she got a taste of toxicity, and she said, these are the men that I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for a man that has a bitter baby mama, and I'm going to ruin that woman and make her feel like hell. Do you know that Cardi B's behavior actually tells you what was going on in Cardi B's mother and father life? I guarantee you, if someone wishes to speak the truth, you'll hear it. Growing up, I believe Cardi B witnessed someone ruining things for her mom, another girl, and her mom was heartbroken. Someone allegedly ruined things for Cardi B's mom, and Cardi B has been trying to find healing since then. And that is the reason why stefondiggs was able to trick her and say, let me heal you. Man, did he heal her? Man, that is funny. And she was dumb enough to repeat that. But Cardi B is always a bragger, always a boaster. And at the end of the day, there's nothing behind her bragging boastful ways. it's always meh. There's nothing really there. But Cardi B doesn't care about the kids that these men have. She will say she believes in family and she wants one big happy family because she believes that if she does that, if she says that, she will get to control the man completely because the man is looking at a woman that is completely subdued. If she takes all the kids and if she finances all the kids and the baby mamas and finances the boyfriend mom, you know, she believes that the man should see her as being completely subdued to him, and if she's completely subdued to him, then the man will see her as his preferred choice. But she's not looking at the fact that the man is a womanizer. You cannot keep a man that doesn't want to be kept, and the man is going to do you the same dirty deed that he did to his baby mama. So, Cardi B doesn't care. People coming out to say this guy, he is of this and he has done that. His baby mama coming out to say these things about him. Cardi B doesn't care. As a matter of fact, everything that is happening is exactly what she wants to happen. She's a sociopath. She's a narcissist. She's batshit crazy, okay? She has some unhealed thing going on with her, and I believe it is something that she might have witnessed as a child or experience. But that's all I have to say about that for this video. Leave your comments below. Peace.